Okay, so rather than pushing here, maybe we're struggling to do this, so we're going to move here, but she's keeping it nice and strong. So I'm going to change my tactic. I'm going to keep this bottom grip, okay? So we have the double pants. I'm going to maintain this bottom grip, and I'm going to use this to pull her hips square. So I'm going to pull Libby's hips from facing me to facing the ceiling, so that this leg that's pushing into my shoulder isn't strong anymore. So when I walk the hips in, okay, and I straighten my body up like a deadlift, okay, this grip, it's really hard for her to purchase on me. What she can potentially do, if my leg is too high up, is spin under, okay? This is a risk if I'm too high up. So I need to make sure my legs are walking in towards the hips. So now this should be difficult. I can pinch my knee in to close this space. There's very little space for her to get her arm in. Also bear in mind, I'm not doing it this slow. Okay, because she's going to react. Okay, I'm using timing as I do this. So I have to be quick with my hips to bump the feet off, because she can't just immediately spin. And then I'm closing the space again. So I'm here, okay, I walk in, I bump with my hips, and I straighten up like a deadlift. Okay, so I bump her frames off me. Once I'm here, this hand, okay, has released from the pants. I'm going to drop into, you know, you're in the club and you're like, woo, okay?
That's right.
Yeah, you know, yeah. So, this kid's good, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to drop into position, and then I'm going to catch this bottom collar. Okay, so when I catch this collar, what it's going to do is make my elbow and my knee touch, close that space, and in turn I swallow the knee line, and now I can bring myself nice and close to Libby. So at speed, okay, it'll look like this, and I close that space. So my back leg is coming in tight, my knee is poking through this gap. I've maintained the pants here, and I've changed this grip from the pants over to that bottom collar. And now again, when I'm here, I'm in that similar position we were with the original Toreando. I can lift my hips, release, drop, and circle. Okay? So when people are here, a lot of times when they deflect and come down low, they end up a little bit too far over. So make sure you sit back into your hips. Always when you try to counterbalance yourself, if I'm here leaning forward, Libby's trying to push me this way. Okay, I'm gonna tip over. So I need to make sure I sit back into my hips, and then if she pushes into me, I drive in. So I meet whatever resistance she gives me. If she's trying to tip me, I sit my weight back into my hips, make them heavy. She's pushing into me, I drive forward. But I only meet whatever resistance she's giving me. If she's just laying here, I don't need to worry too much about my position. I keep it 50-50 between my upper body and my hips. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, just lie. So, I'm here, same thing. I circle, Libby defends, she brings this top leg over. Now from here, okay, I can release this grip because I know she's gonna keep this leg on my shoulder, okay, because it's a smart recovery technique. I'm gonna walk my legs in nice and tight towards the hips here. So look, this is one motion nice and quick. I bump the legs away, I keep punching this down, swallow over, and drop my weight. From here, if you've trapped yourself, let go. Then I move my hand behind. Now, honestly, I've done that before. I can't get my hand out. I was like, it's me. Okay, and then I can control this bottom collar, move up to side control, or again, when we're here, they'll probably try and turtle away. I can slow it down using this collar and track the back stick. Do you want to see it one more time?
Please.
So I'm here, okay, I've only got one side, so I'm going to keep going to the left. If you have both sides, it's very good for you. Okay, so I'm going to move to my left, or your right, whichever. Libby brings the leg over, and straight away, I'm walking in nice and tight towards the hips, not up here. I'm pulling myself into an X guard. So I'm going to walk towards the hips, bump. Okay, so I'm here, walk in tight, hips forward, deflect the frames, close the space. Catching the bottom collar, and then meet my chest to Libby's chest, release the bottom pants, And I can circle up to side control, or she turtles, I track the back take. Okay? Happy? Right. 1, 2.